So Target is now asking to speak with Reverend Al Sharpton. For what reason? We don't know. But Reverend Al Sharpton has not even posted about the boycott against Target. But it shows that Target understands that we ain't fucking around. And they done fucked around and found out. Target, we've been telling y'all for the last couple of months that we are the buying power in the United States. Black people make shit move. We drive the culture. And when you decided to hit below the belt and renege on your DEI initiatives, you didn't think we were going to pull our money back? Baby, we are joking with y'all now. Y'all are not even a protest anymore. Y'all are not a boycott no more. We have normalized not shopping with y'all. It only takes 30 days to actually pick up a habit. And so we as a community have picked up the habit of not even going to your store. And Reverend Al Sharpton has not even endorsed the boycott. But he did criticize Target and warn them that if you fucked up, you may find out. I don't know if it was the hairdo that made you pick him, but pick somebody else. Pick somebody who actually is boycotting y'all. Because Reverend Al Sharpton will not get us to move. Hell, Jesus may not even get us to move. Hell, I don't even know if we'll come back to y'all, honestly, Target. Y'all have shown us y'all true colors. The reason y'all cared about black folks is because it was a trend. It wasn't because it was something y'all actually wanted to represent. The same thing with the LGBTQI community. But good luck, boo. We ain't supposed to be shopping at Target. We boycotting Target. No. We ain't supposed to be shopping at Target. We boycotting Target. No. What you doing with that Target bag in your hand? No, we boycott. No, take it back. I need this hamburger right now. I'm going to boycott tomorrow. Have a good night.
Chad, when I tell you black people are very funny, they're very funny. So that lady was just going about patrolling to see if any of the black, people are going to defer the boycott order and go shop. And she caught that man and the man was saying sorry tomorrow. I just love my black people. Their sense of humor is literally out of this world. Like, it's just fun. It's kind of funny. Joke aside and fun aside, but truly, Target, what were you thinking? You thought that, removing the DEI will make you become what? Like, racism is so expensive and racism will hit you hard in your pockets. And you know that black people are some of your greatest, consumers and customers, but yet you went ahead and removed the DEI. What were you expecting? You thought there was not going to be a repulsion. You thought there was not going to be consequences to what you did. Whoever advised you to remove the DEI is a person that you should fire immediately. That person should be fired immediately because that person did you dirty. That person didn't give you the right advice. That person didn't see it coming. Like, what were you expecting? You thought you were going to remove DEI and you expect black people to keep going back to shop in your stores. It's not gonna happen. They're not gonna go shop in your stores. You see, I keep telling people, like, whatever you do in this life is gonna come back and bite you, whether you like it or not.
Target, one of the most popular shopping centers in America, CEO Brian Cornell met up with Reverend Al Sharpton after all of the backlash and loss of business following the scaling back of DEI that Target has followed. Since Trump has been in office, there has been a push to get rid of DEI, and it's no longer legally obligated for these companies to follow. And we've seen this crazy scenario where Target scaled back a lot, and a lot of people stopped shopping at Target to the point that the sales in Target are extremely down. And now in Costco, it's like people are literally leaving from Target to go to Costco. And Reverend Al Sharpton has fought a bunch of political issues in his career, and now he's trying to make this Target another one. And he believes that, DEI was a benefit to the country. And if the CEO of Target is sitting down, obviously he wants to try to do what he thinks is right for the business and maybe as well as the country. And maybe this could result in some sort of equity that may come back or reverse this scale back that they've been doing with the DEI. And I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you think this meeting with Al Sharpton is a publicity stunt? Do you think that there'll actually be some way that people that feel marginalized or targeted by this scaling back will actually see some sort of improvement? We know some of the prices of certain items like eggs was attributed to like a bird flu, this and that. Not everything was attributed to the DEI scale back, like the loss of business and the lack of bonuses with the employees. But I want to know what you guys think about this whole thing. Let me know in the comment section and follow me for more content like this.
Yo, Target calling in and petitioning for Al Sharpton's help because we done boycotted them almost into bankruptcy. Yes, 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 yes. You know what it feels like? It feels like when you're at work and you're being discriminated against, but you're the only person who know how to do the job, but they need you, but they don't want to say that they need you. That's what it feels like right here. That's what it feels like with Target. Like, baby, say you're sorry and get on your knees and beg.
Idea like you roll back on the DEI and you thought you weren't gonna be bankrupted. Of course, it's gonna happen. I mean, it's quite unfortunate we live in an era where people are quick to do something against their own interests, where people are quick to marginalize people that meanwhile are your biggest customers. So now that you have lost so much money, now you are running around calling the so-called popular black figureheads, right? Calling Al Sharpton, calling Black Jesus, calling Black Mary, calling Black Pope, calling everybody to come and help you regain the love and trust of Black people. I mean, but Black people are not going back. Black people are not fools. Black people are not, things that you could toss around, and whenever you need them, you're going to bring them back and then use them and dump them, use them and dump them. That's how the vicious cycle will continue, right? It's not going to happen that way. Garbage in, garbage out. So just deal with your losses and just go look for a customer elsewhere, because Black people said are not coming back. They are only going where they are wanted. They are only going where their dollars are being appreciated, and they are being appreciated as human beings, and they are being appreciated, or their businesses are being shown in such stores or places. So Target, you might want to just go and sleep on this one.
This is a message for Target and Target only. Okay? Are you listening? Whoever told you to do a sit down with Reverend Al Sharpton, you should fire them. Because I, like many other Americans, do not look towards Al Sharpton to be the beacon of hope. I don't look towards Al Sharpton to help me define and or curate my moral compass. I don't know who told you, but Al Sharpton is not the leader of the Black Liberation Movement. He wasn't even the person leading the conversation on DEI. Al Sharpton is not relevant and hasn't been so in more than a decade. That's not to say that Al Sharpton doesn't represent a subgroup of African Americans who believe and think the way that he does. But if for 1 second you think that one meeting with Al Sharpton is going to get Black people to start flocking back to your company, because at this point you're going to have to do a lot more than have a photo shoot with a handful of Black civil rights leaders to get us back into those stores. I've now curated my entire life to where I don't even think about anything that I could possibly need from Target. I drive past Target every day, don't have any inkling or itch to return. Why? Because you didn't understand your base. And you are willing to throw us under the bus in order to appease a subgroup of American voters who never shopped at Target anyway.
She said it all. She said it all. Al Sharpton is not the leader of the Black Liberation, whatever you call it. Al Sharpton used to be popular those days. I told you, when I was growing up, I used to hear a lot about Al Sharpton, how they've been fighting about, the activist movement, showing up for Black people in their hours of need and all of that. But age has caught up with him.
The CEO of Target has reached out to Al Sharpton in an attempt to get the boycotts of his store to stop. It's over, Target. It is time for you to wave the white flag. For starters, if you think Al Sharpton has the same influence over the Black community that he had maybe in the 70s, 80s, you'd be sadly mistaken. Skinny Al Sharpton ain't moving the needle anymore, all right? We not listening to him. That's also another sign of just how out of touch you have been with your customer base. Watching the way these companies behave in light of losing the black dollar should really show people just how little these corporations think of us, how easily they lump us all into these monolithic bubbles, how easily they let their stereotypes, what they think of our communities, influence how they make their business decisions. To think that somebody like Al Sharpton is the person you need to turn to in order to appeal to the black community and try and get our business back tells me everything I need to know. You were never really in touch with what we wanted from your store. When everything happened during George Floyd, when everything happened with the BLM movement, you were looking to make a buck. You were looking to capitalize off of our pain. And as soon as it felt like that money was not rolling in at the same level, as soon as it felt like the campaign to support us did not fit your bottom line, you dropped us. And you dropped us thinking that we wouldn't notice. You dropped us thinking that other communities wouldn't notice. You dropped us thinking that it would not mean anything. Well, now it does. You've suffered 11 straight weeks of low sales, low foot traffic. You've lost close to $15 billion in overall sales and revenue. This is the find out stage that Target never thought they would come to, because they believed they were bigger than the program. But you're not. I told y'all we were going to bankrupt a corporation. We might bankrupt a few more before this presidency is out. And the first one up is absolutely going to be Target.
Does not have so much influence anymore, right? The main people you should be worrying about is openly going back to those businesses, those black businesses that you put in your store that you've removed, right? Go back to them, beg them, and kind of pay them back all the money that they have lost through the rollback on your DEI. So please leave black people alone and don't go bring another black leader, right, to do that for you. Go clean up your mess yourself. I don't know what you were thinking was going to happen in the first place, right? But I think more black people, more businesses are supposed to be encouraged. Like, once you see a black shop, black business, whatever, but for the longest, black businesses have been suffering, have been struggling, because most people or most government credit unions and facilities do not give loans to black people, do not give them any form of support, do not give them what they require to build or sustain a business. They've been giving up to those people that even vote against their own interests. So black people, keep doing your business, keep thriving, guys, what do you think about this Target begging and using Al Sharpton to go beg the black folks to come back and start shopping with them, as black folks had boycotted them for good? What do you think should happen? Should they do more in order to reinstate what they had removed or roll back on? Please don't forget to drop your comments in the comment section, and kindly do me the honor and hit on that subscribe button, hit on the notification bell as not to miss any of my videos. Please always come by and unwind. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. You have a wonderful day.